Hi, this is Hi, I'm Shauna from Ring of Light Crafts. We are going to build a snowman today. This is a really easy snowman. Let me grab him here. Here you go. And to make our snowman, the items that you're going to need, let me see if you can back them up. The other video I showed how to make little hats. Today we're going to do the same thing, but with a little wee hat. And then, of course, build the rest of the snowman. I do have them on a little thing here. And funny when you find something that moved. Oh, well, I am going to off, but I'll fix it. That way I can show you what's under it. Okay. Hi, Johnny. The first thing we need is to let you all know what you need. To make this snowman, what you need is a glue gun, glue sticks, scissors, the foam, like on the last tutorial I did, the last live. The foam you can buy at the Dollar Tree. It comes in a big board that the kids usually use for a school project. And then you just come to the size of your desire, which my original size for the hat, this here, and the little big one that's in here. The back of the dynamo, whatever, I can't say the word, sorry, is the ribbon, the little outside of the ribbon. That's what this is. So let me get that out of the way. And then, remember these? These are the styrofoam from the Dollar Tree water tubes that the kids play in the pool with. I cut one down, made a ton of these size, all different sizes, and they can be used for the hats, in case you didn't see, for the little hats. It makes it very lightweight, and that's what we're using on the snowman hat. Paint, scissors, glue, water for your paintbrushes, and light bulbs. Light bulbs. No, they're not called light bulbs. Christmas bulbs, I believe they're called. You'll need 3 sizes: large, medium, and small. I would recommend, if you have to, which we have to use one of these today because I couldn't find my other supplies. What I like to do with the original one I did, with this little guy here, is what I did. Let me bring this down. You see more of him and not me. That's good. The bottom, of course, is a big one, but all of mine originally were the ones with the glitter on it already. So what we need to do is, if you can, get the ones with the glitter. Reason why is they hold the paint better. You only need 1 to 2 coats to hide it. Well, these, I'm still working on a one for today. I've already applied 3 coats of paint. And right now I got it out in the sun drying to help save some time. So anyways, you'll need all 3 sizes. Let me move my little guy out of the way. And let's get started. The first thing you're going to have to do is take, hi Tammy. Oh, absolutely. I've been trying to learn, in case you all don't know, I've been trying to learn how to bring someone on with me when I do my live. Oh, I don't think it's going to work, you guys. Let me check here. Tammy, it ain't going to work. We got to figure that out. I'm sorry, Tammy. We definitely got to figure it out. All right, so let's get back. Unfortunately, I can't bring Tammy on, and I want to. So, oops, okay. First thing you're going to have to do is take out the top. Whoops, use the right side. They just pop off. Real simple. The second thing you got to do is this little knob. You want to get rid of it. And yes, I'm using my old scissors. And the reason why is they're here. And these scissors are no good anymore. So I'm just going to go around it a few times in case you're wondering. And then, if we're lucky, we should be able to get a hold of it with the scissors, and it should snap right off. Which, this one's going to be a pain. Okay, it flew off. Honey, when you go over there, be careful because it flew off that way. So now I got a big hole in my ball. You want to do all three this way. Whoops. And keep them from falling on the floor. All three. And get the other one. You all right? Oh, I guess the lights, whoa. Really bad. I can turn down here too. Let's see if this helps. I don't know if it'll help you guys. I hope so. Oh, and turn an actual light on. That'll work. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to do the exact same thing to every single size. Be careful. You got wee ones. You might want to make sure you find them and pick them up, or animals. Because these ones are flying. The other ones didn't. They kind of just broke. These ones are flying. Okay. So you want to make sure you get all of these cut off on all three sizes here. And just in case you break the ball, which I did 3 times. Good, found it. Yay, garbage. Recyclable. There you go. Pretty cool. These stay together. Alright, I need to get rid of my little pieces here. The other bottom, what I'm using for a bottom is just a piece of wood that I got to make signs on. And I was making Christmas bulbs, as you can tell. I still have my little knot here. But the reason why I didn't cut this one off is because I already got the one that we're going to do today painted, but I wanted to show everybody how to do it. So what I did, I'm going to lower the camera, so watch your eyes, guys. Don't get dizzy here. You lower you down. Hope you can see this. Okay, what I did, took my wood, and you simply add the glue to your ball, or your wood. It really don't matter, I guess. Just get it on there nice and however you can. And then center it wherever you want it to be, which I'm just going to put it right there. And you're just going to hold it. Hold it long enough that you can move on to the next ball without it rolling. And I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the next one. And we're going to add glue to it. I'm just adding probably more than I need, but that's kind of me. I tend to do that, but that's all right. So you want to make sure, in this case, look, it's dripping. Haha, yay. There's a hole there, and I put some in a hole. You don't have to do that. You want to make sure, sorry guys, hang on. It keeps growing. That you get it straight, because I have made them off to the side. But you know what? They go off to the side, and they fall over. Well, they'll tip in their hat, right? There we go. Get down. Yeah, get down, little one. Thank you. Stay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the next one. I've got to bring the camera up high. Sorry, guys. No. And find the hole. You don't want the hole showing. So you're going to add your third, okay? So you're going to do the exact same process. You're going to go ahead and add your glue. All right. Center it the best you can. And hold it for a few minutes or a few seconds, however lucky you may be. I usually have a little bit of trouble with the very top one because my hands are not, sturdy enough. So you just got to kind of hold it. And we can chat. How y'all been today? Why this is settling. There we go. Now what we're going to do is normally I would just paint it. That would be your next step. I'm going to bring it up so I can, well, pretend I can see y'all even though I can't. Our next step is to, once it dries, which only is literally a few seconds, you all know with hot glue, to do it and just let it dry. But, okay, people are not seeing it too well. Let me back you up. My computer, bring it down. There we go. I hope that works. Okay, so there you guys go. I hope you can see it. So what I'm going to do is, if you're going to do this at home, use E6000 to hold it together. And of course, you can use a little bit of glue gun with it to hold it while the E6000 dries. Or use Gorilla Glue, because if it goes out in heat, someone puts it outside, regular glue, even in the glue gun glue, tends to melt away. It especially depends on how hot the climate is that your buyer buys your product from you. So you want to make sure you use good quality glue to make sure it don't fall off. I myself am just using a glue gun because I just want to show you guys how to do them really well, or, you know, not take up too much time. Now, the next thing you would do is actually, are you leaving? You come back? Oh, good. Because the project's outside. That's why I'm like, no, I need you. I'm talking to one of my kids. Sorry, guys. Okay, the next thing you do, literally, is you can start from bottom, top. It doesn't matter. But I wanted to show you, and the other one that I will be having brought in here, will show you as well. You're going to have to paint the bottom at least 2 to 4 times. The reason why, if you're using the flat bowl, if y'all on all 3 with no glitter all the way on it, you're going to have to do it at least 2 to 3 times every single bowl, because it just kind of comes through. It doesn't like being painted. But let me grab some glue. Some paint here. Unlike the top one, the paint kind of just pulls in. It absorbs your paint, and it's holding it in. The moisture is just sucking it in there. So usually you only have to do it twice, just because I'm using red bulbs. If you use the white ones with the sparkles, you may not even have to paint it because it's a snowman. Unless you don't want glitter, of course. Let me get this out of the way. So anyways, this is pretty much the basics of getting this part ready. It's just paint them as much as you want. You can do them all or not do them all at once, and just get them done so you get the idea. And the bottom, what I did with the bottom, because it is a wood, you guys go ahead and just paint it, because what we're going to do next is going to hide that. But the reason why I say paint it is you want to get the edges, because what we are going to do next, where you put the other stuff at, the edges could or could not show. It's up to you, but you don't want it to show that it's brown. You want it to be white to match, of course. You get rid of these. I'm not going to finish painting this. I hope Red gets back here in time. Oh no! Paint all over my hands. Of course. Okay, we're going to set this little guy aside. Now the next step is we got to build our hat. Now if you get the foam from the pool tubing, what you want to do, they're usually like thick all the way around. Well, these little guys, as you can tell, I should say him here. A thick hat is going to look really stupid on him because, really big. What, you can't see this? Hang on, you got to be able to see this because you see what I mean. Okay, you don't want it to be so big that it overtakes your character. Although this side isn't as big as the other round one is. It's huge. So, but you want it to fit your character. So what I did is with the tubing, you got the hole in the middle. All I'm doing is cut around the edge of the tubing to make it go smaller. And once you take off some of that, they're going to fly. Once you take off some of the excess, it'll make it skinnier. You can kind of even it out a little to how you want it to be. And that'll give you a good, nice width around it. So it won't be so absolutely huge on your snowman. And just don't cut your finger. Because you got your finger inside holding it. Just trimming it up, making it work for you. However you want to do it. Okay. I think this looks pretty decent. So then you got a thinner hat piece to work with, as you can see. So it looks a little better. Now next step is clean up away from the little foam. So I have room here. Otherwise it'll be everywhere. Okay, recyclable. Yeah. Recyclable bin. Okay. We're going to make the hat, and then I'll have my beautiful daughter go out and get the snowman we're actually using, because like I said, it takes a while to paint those and get them to dry. But right now we're going to make our hat. And what you're going to need for your hat is the foam, the pull tubing foam that you already cut down to your size and alter the actual size of the tubing, and some material. I went ahead and I pre-cut some of this material to work for my snowman hat. For those of you that don't know, I did a tutorial the other day on building a snowman hat. Obviously, this is a lot bigger than this itty bitty thing, because this one will, you can tell the size of this compared to the size of that. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and start working on a hat. This material off of a pair of brand new pajama pants that were bought, and I am very short and they were very long. So I cut them off so I can use the material. Why waste? Let me grab my glue gun. Hey. No, that's not for you. Big old ox wants in my garbage can. Not happening. It's really my fault. I threw a cookie in there. Only because I got some like paint and stuff on top of it. I shouldn't have done that. Get away. Hi Melinda, welcome.
Hi Melanie.
Hi Melanie. Hi baby, how you doing? Today, let me go back up real fast before we get to the hat, you guys. I just want to show everyone, since we got some new people. We are building our snowman. This one's done. And what we did is you take you're welcome to watch the replay, of course. You take your bulbs. You can get most of these at the Dollar Tree, I understand. The bigger ones, you probably have to find it like Walmart or Big Lots or something like that, Hobby Lobby. I was saying the clear one, the real smooth ones, take a lot to paint. And it keeps flowing through. You got to paint it again. It's a long process. Anywhere 3 to 4 times for the bottom. So if you can, get the glittery one. The glitter ones, as you can tell, absorbs the paint, and you only have to do it approximately twice as far as the painting. Maybe 3, depends on how thick or how thin you put it on. But anyways, and then I just glued it onto a piece of wood. Okay, so let's go ahead and we are going to build our hat. Sorry guys, I've got to bring you back down to the table. Hope you can see. Okay, so I had the material off a pair of pants that were too long for me. That are brand new material, not used, guys. Glue. I'm going to glue on my little piece of foam here. I already pre-cut the foam, and I will show you guys why in just 1 second here. I got way too much glue. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm going to place it right here on my little thing. Push it down, make it stay. The reason why I pre-cut it is because you never know how big this small piece is going to have to be. Because it depends on if you're cutting it real thin or if you're going to cut it a little thicker, because then you're going to have to make it a little bigger, to cover your hole.
Melanie said, we're good. I love my Brady's voice. I love you both.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys are doing well. We love all you guys. Miss you and the kids like crazy. Okay. In case you guys don't know, Melanie is my niece. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue on the edges. And what we're going to do is just pull. Remember, this part that I'm touching right now is not going to be seen. So it doesn't have to hide the whole inside, because no one's going to see it. Although I may get lucky and it may actually work it this time. So we're just going to, once again, we're going to pull it. Make it stay. We're just hiding basically our edges. And then in the bottom. That way, let me tuck that. I know no one's going to see it once it's up and on, but still, I want to tuck it. We can go ahead and turn around. Get our other side here. Add a little bit of glue.
Melanie said her favorite niece.
Let me tell you, saying goes. Saying goes. Oh, she's my niece. Oh, you're her niece. Duh. It's like, wait a minute, I'm your aunt. Okay, I got it. My brain died for a minute, Melanie. My apologies. I love her dearly. She's so cool. Okay. Are you leaving? Okay. So basically what we're doing is we're just covering the edges. Okay, because you want all that hid. And you don't, on this particular one, you don't have to worry about hiding that little white piece. I'm not going to burn my hands to try to put a little piece there because no one's going to see it. Now you take your foam. Remember, put a lot of glue on this. It can and will melt. So we're just going to add a little bit of foam around here. Normally I did it on adding the glue on my hat piece. See, it's melting. But it's so tiny and I don't want to burn myself. So I'm going to burn myself anyways. I'm going to add my little hat piece. You know what, guys? I gotta tear it apart. I'll tell you why. I'm still gonna use it. I just don't want to burn myself. Let me set it aside. Come on, baby, get off me. I got sidetracked. I got so excited about making a snowman. I forgot to tell you guys. That's all fine and dandy, putting it together. But the most crucial part is you want to make sure you hide the tubing. So go ahead, you're going to add a little bit of glue, either on your tubing or on your material. Since it's so small and it's melting, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my material and then place that. And now I'm going to stick my finger in there and just push for a few seconds, make it hold, and now we're going to start from there. That was really bad. That's why it melted so bad. Okay, and go ahead. I'm going to add more. We're going to wrap it. Just going to wrap it. And make sure you don't burn yourself, or if your kids are doing this, watch your children, of course, because it happens so fast. The other day I caught my hand and I shook my hand, and when I shook it, it fell off on my leg. I was wearing shorts. Needless to say, I burnt the crap out of my leg. I'm okay though. Now, you keep wrapping until you get to the end and just add a little bit there and wrap it and finish it off. So go ahead and close it. Yay, she brought it in. So I'm going to go ahead and close it here. And I'm just holding it for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Where'd it go? No, don't you stop. Red. Yep, I'm going to have to deal with it. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. She wants that cookie I threw away, and no one's going to get that cookie I threw away because it had glass that fell on it and broke. Not a chance. Not a chance. So sorry. No way. Okay. Besides, they don't need cinnamon anyways, I've been told. Okay, go ahead and cut it off. Just that little excess, you don't need it. It's up to you. Keep it or recycle, which I'm going to go ahead and recycle it. And then any little edges you guys didn't catch, just tap it down. And this edge here, it's okay if it's not pretty because no one's going to be wiser. Now, I did melt it, so we're going to add only on the material. What I'm doing is I'm pulling down the sides. I know you can't see this one. It's kind of hard because I melted this side already. That's really bad. Could have used the other one, but I already pre-cut everything else to this one. So I'm just going to make it work. So make sure you add the material on your tubing first, okay? Before you add the top. Which I can't believe I did that. But that's all right. So now we got our little hat. One piece there done. And now we got to do the other piece. Now what I'm doing is I'm adding it to the material. Just going around just a little bit here and there. And the reason why, well, I don't want it to burn, or melt, but I want it to fold. So we're going to try to do it fast, so pick up some of that excess glue. Okay. So if you want to make sure it stays, just push a little harder, hold it down. There we go. Oops, just one little spot, just don't want to stay because I didn't get none on it. So we'll go ahead and push it down. And we got it on now. Okay, now I'm going to use the same piece because I already, like I said, pre-cut it for this one. But I'm going to put it on the top instead of the bottom instead of the top where I was. Because that part melted, so it made a kind of a odd angle. But that's okay. I will show you why. We will add a little bit of glue on top of what I already put glue on. And we're just going to place it on here. And just going to hold it for a few seconds. Okay. And my bottom part, we're gonna wrap it before we do anything else. Okay, so we do the exact same thing we did to all the top and a little thing the same way. See the little bottom? Don't worry about this. I'll show you why shortly. And mine's a little odd because I melted it. Don't worry about that. It'll be hidden. Let me set that aside. Okay, add a little bit of glue. Come on out to the bottom. Flip it, place it wherever you need it to be, and rub that sucker down so it stays. And, oh, there's my glue. It wasn't coming out there for a second. Okay, let me get the exits off. On this one, this is the bottom piece, so we're going to try to hide this part as well as we can. It does not have to be perfect, but you still want it to look good, because even though you won't see this part here, you're going to see the outer edges. And I noticed I didn't put no glue right here. So make sure you get glue on the edges. And then just do the exact same thing you did with the other one. But you would like to make it a little nicer if you can. If you can't, then you can't. It's okay. Just get it to pull. Don't worry about the excess. Whoops. This piece did not fold, and I thought I had it folded. Okay, basically you're wrapping it. However you can get it to wrap is how you get it to wrap. The nicer it is, the better it looks, but it's going to be hidden. Because this here will be the part that people will see. This part we're going to put the hat on itself. And I'm going to go ahead and cover here with some glue. Pull this stuff up as tight as I can. Get up here. And the reason why I'm not worried about this part not looking cool, even though people will see this part, is once we decorate it, you will never ever know that there was a flaw on it. Not that there is a flaw. There's no flaw in art, I'm sorry, but there really isn't. You can just make art, don't like it, try it again. No stopping you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this excess off. I made it big on purpose because I wanted to show you. See how I'm just cutting it. It's not pretty. Because this is why. I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. Put our glue down. Pull up our edges. I'm trying to get a hold of it without burning my fingers, in case you're wondering. And pull this little piece, wrap it in. Okay. So, we got this pretty much going down, except for that little piece being stubborn. Okay, we got them. Except for this here. Okay. Come on. I added glue. Thank you. Okay. Now you can cut that off if you want it, but I'm not going to bother. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add glue around here. And we get this glue to go around and we just place it right in the center. Don't worry about all these things showing. No one's going to know. We just get them go on there as straight as we can get it. And this one's so tiny, guys, that you just got to be really patient. Like this one I did. His hat's really cool, considering I still have to pull off glue. His hat's really cool, actually. So the next step with the little hat is to decorate it before we put it on our guy. That way we don't have to try to kill ourselves in the process. I am just unburying my little berries and stuff I have right over here. Oops, okay. Oh. I had another project in case we had to wait for it to dry. I had something else we would work on. Let me see. Where'd it go? See? Ah, there go. Make little lanos. These are Dollar Tree lanos, you guys. And you just tear them apart. And I'll show you how to do that. If you want, I can show you today. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I got this little piece. These are from the Dollar Tree. They come longer than this. They're like 12 in a pack. I'm not sure exactly how long they are. But I'm just going to go ahead and get it with little bends and get a little twist. And make sure that this one's big enough, because this is off of another one I did. And I think it will be once I make my little twist tighter, because it's small. And I'm just going to measure it, make sure to match from one end to the other. And I think it does pretty good. Okay, so see what I did? I just adjusted it to fit my like a little cup. It's actually locked around it now. And go ahead. I'm going to find my seam. My seam looks nice. There's my seam. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that part to match where my seam's at. That way, by the time we're done with this, you won't ever see that seam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue here. And then you just put that little end right in there and you hold it. I think this is probably the most challenging part of the hat because the wire sometimes doesn't want to stay. And just add a little glue for this piece. And you match them up. Make it bend. Match them up. Don't burn yourself. Hi, Aline. How are you? Hey, long time no heard from. I hope you're doing okay. Okay. So we got our little hat here, and I'm just holding it for a second. Make that glue catch it. And we're doing it right by that seam. I guess you can push it down before it totally glues down. I didn't get enough glue. Okay, there we go. We get that staying there. I don't want to burn my hands. I'll use my scissors. We just get it to hold it for a second. By doing this, you can kind of get an idea of where you want to add things to it as well. And let me see if I can let go. Almost. Like I said, I think this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Making that piece stay there. But once that glue catch, it'll catch. Okay, I'm probably going to use these berries. I like them. So our next step is, man, that is just stubborn. Stay. Okay, I'll work with it. Okay, our next step is you find your little green rings and stuff like that you want to put in here. And I'm going to make this hat pretty much like the other hats because I want little twins here. I'm going to go ahead and cut some of my little things off here, my little trees. It was a little holly thing I bought from Eileen, actually. So we'll just go ahead and cut a few little pieces off. And let me see if I can get some of the white in here. And if I'm running out of the white in this one, I'll take it out of the other one. Because I got two started. I'm taking some of the little berries too. I may use it all, I may not. Let me take this piece and we'll set it aside. Now, you put this where the seam is, where you glue that where the seam is. It kind of caught right there, but that's okay. We're going to hide it. So now what you're going to do is go ahead. Oh, I forgot my little tiny tree. Let me get my little tiny tree off of here. Come on. I was sitting here looking at it, and I realized I'm going to add my little decorations here. So what I'm going to do is decide, okay, there's my, yep, right there. I'm going to add just a tad bit of glue, and I'm going to take my first piece that I probably did not cut short enough. But since I got my glue in there, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to get it on there and tuck it in then. There we go. And see how, uh-oh, something's going on here, guys. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't lose you. Oh, no. Okay. You guys, I hope you can still see me. Can you see me? Oh, okay. My computer's going crazy, so oh well. I just saw that belly go up, and I was like, no. Okay, guys, so I'm hoping that you can see me well enough. Okay, what I did is I took my little greenery, and I put it on there. I just tucked it underneath the greenery on the bottom. And now I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and literally a little bit of glue, guys, because you want it to stick, but you don't want it to come off on your hands or anything else. And now from here, I'm just going to see how big, that'll be too big, because this is a tiny, tiny hat. Yeah, I think that's a little too big, so we won't use a tree. We'll use some more of these little things and put in there. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a little more glue and add my next little piece of the tree. Right here, use my scissors to poke it in there. I don't want to burn myself. Now I got a couple little pieces there. And it hides my little trim. You never even knew it was there. And go ahead. I'm just going to finish my little decoration. And let me get my little white balls here. Little white flowers. Push them in there. And I got that. See how that's falling over all the time? Once it dries a little, because I don't want to burn my hand, you can actually glue it back so that it stays up a little if you want it.
Loving it.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, we get this little piece here to stay. Like I said, it's so tiny. My hands are big, so. Okay, we're going to let it sit while I cut my little berries. These little tiny berries come off of here. I actually want to get that little bunch without breaking them. I just want the 3. I don't want this one. Did it ruin it? No, I can make it work. Yay. Oh, come back here. So what I'm doing is I'm working with the little tiny pieces, and then we'll finally going to get to the snowman. Okay, we're going to add a little extra glue here. Not too much. You don't want it dripping down the sides. But you want to add your little berries right in front. Hide that excess glue that came out when it didn't want to work. And then you got your little tiny hat. So you got your little hat, and you put the berries out of the way. And this piece is still falling over. You can always pin it up by gluing it, of course. So I think I will add a little bit of glue here because I'm not exactly sure. Come out. And make it stay up. I'm just going to hold it for a second. That stays up. And then you will see it better. Okay, now I already got a snowman painted. Of course, it's not the one we did in class, obviously. On the tutorial, but it's painted. So, okay, here's our little teeny hat. And see how tiny? Very tiny, tiny little hat. I love it. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to bring this up, guys, so be careful here. Watch your eyes. Honey, you want to see? Okay. So now our next step is you guys are going to pretend it's nice, bright, and white. Because the red is still coming through, but I didn't have enough time to paint it another coat. That's why I said always use the sparkle ones. But I didn't know actually until today. So I didn't get a chance to do my 4th coat. On this here with the sparkles, once again, it's only about 2 coats. You pin maybe 3 pennies is thick or thin. And then, of course, the bottom one, because it's the clear, I ran out of my sparkles. That's the problem. So we will set that little guy aside. And now we got our snowman here. We're going to pretend he's perfectly white. And we're going to go ahead. And we got our hat. We got our scarf. We got everything we need. Oh, found them. Okay, you need to get your pins. I'm using orange and black. And I got my buttons and my eyes. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and decide where we want to put our little hat. I hope you guys can see. Mine says that it's hiding everything. It says those issues. I hope you can actually see him. Go ahead and put it right about there. Okay, so with him, you can either put it center if you want it or off to the side. And I did my other one off to the side on purpose because I thought it'd be kind of cool. He's holding his little hat. He's pushing it on. We're going to take it off and bow. So we'll set him out of the way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead. And on this, you kind of do want to watch how much glue you put for the simple reason, once this is on, you don't want it all dripping out all over the place. So I'm going to pretend that's my front right there. I'm going to put it right here. This is probably the longest weight. I know I'm saying everything's the longest weight because I'm the type of person who wants to just do. Just keep it going. But sometimes you just got to be patient because a hat does like to move. So you got to make sure it stays in place. So if you're all going to use E6000 to glue these and you want to glue this as well, I think it works on this kind of material. You probably know better than I do. Just put a little and put a little bit of your glue gun as well so that you can walk right away and not have to wait 24 hours for it to dry. Okay, so we got our little hat on. He's kind of crooked like I want it. Our next step is our wonderful face. And for our wonderful face, I got our little eyeballs. Those multi-size eyes. I'm just going to place it up here. I know you can't see. I'm just debating where I want them. I think I'm trying to get the other eye. They're so small. Right about, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So now you want to get your face put on. Okay, get that excess glue off my hand. Put a little glue on your eye. You're very careful not to burn yourself, guys, because oh my god, at this point, it'd be really easy to burn your hands. So there's one eye, and then it's kind of lower than I wanted, but I don't want to burn my hands. And go ahead, add your next eye. Sorry, I have to turn it away so I can see. I should have done it with my right hand, not my left. I'm just debating if I want to change this whole look. And I think I will. I'm just going to put his eye right there. Okay. I'm just squeezing his little eyes up. I mean, his hat's kind of crooked a little. I hope you can see that. Okay, so now we got our hat and our eyes. Of course, I waited too long to glue that one on. So I'm just going to pop it off. And let me go ahead and put a little bit more glue. Come back here on this eyeball. If I can get a hold of it. Okay, here we go. A little bit of glue. Put it right back exactly where I was going to put it to begin with. Okay, so his eye's on. Yeah, he's a little wobbly because he's not quite dry yet. I started him a little too late. I wanted to have one painted so I can show you the step-by-step. I have one painted that we just go right into. Okay, so now we got his eyes on. We're going to go ahead and build his nose. And his nose, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of, you want a carrot shape, I guess you call it. So we're going to kind of just make it at an angle. This eye is a little low, so what I'm going to do is put it right on this side. And I think it comes out. We're just going to bring it out. And then bring it over. Just going to do it just like that. And then you're just going to fill it in. You can either use markers like I am right now, or paint it in. Or actually, oh, wish I would have thought about it ahead of time. I have a little snowman nose. Matter of fact, it's too late for him, but not for the other one. I have. Okay, well, for the sake of time, I know he's in one of these drawers. I'll just wait. I'll pour it out in a minute. I'll just go ahead and do it the way I was going to do it anyways, like I said I would. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fill his nose in. I have these cute little snowman nose. And I honestly, I don't know where they came from. I wish I did, because I certainly buy some more. Because they're adorable. Then his nose will be 3D. Okay, so his little orange part of his nose is done. I know it doesn't look like much yet. So I'm going to go ahead and build the rest of his nose. All you're going to do is, oops, it's black, is trace around it with black. And it's not going to let me because he's still wet. Okay, let me find my water. I'll do it this way. All I'm doing is seeing if my pen is still good. Because I had them forever. So I just add a little water to the tip to see if it'll make it work. And it is. Not as well as I want, but it is. Okay. You're literally just outlining it so that it looks like a nose, a carrot. And if you're creative, you can always, well, obviously you're creative, add little lines going through it, make it look like it's the lines of carrot, if you want. But I And I'm going to shade it a little. What I'm doing is, even though I put the black there, I'm shading it into my carrot. So it kind of gives it that impression of a carrot. Okay, now what we got to do is put the lid on it. One last part of the face we got to do. And we are actually more than halfway done. We got to make our little mouth. Make your mouth however you want it. Curly, straight. This is totally your creations. I think I'm just going to do a little wavy mouth. For some reason, I kind of like the wavy mouths. I think it's a small snowman. So we got a little wavy mouth going here. Get the little edge. Okay. What do y'all think? There's our little face. Okay. Now from here, we're going to add our scarf and our hands. Remember, these are light bulbs, so the hands are a little tricky. Let me close my paint. Okay. So, our scarf is right in front of me. What I'm going to do is on those pants, or you can just use material, anything you got, even old socks. Not old socks, but socks you buy at the Dollar Tree or something like that. You know, the Christmas ones, you make elves. By the way, we're going to be making some gnomes probably next. And maybe some elves. I think that'd be so cool doing both. Okay, so here's the half of the edge of the leg of the bottom of my pants. Just happens to be the perfect color for scarf. So instead of throwing away, we're recycling or upcycling or whatever it's called. I'm going to go ahead and bring my little scarf around here. See where you want to place it. All you do is tie it. Tie it on. And don't make the head pop off. I had to remind myself mine is still wet. So here's my scarf. I got my little scarf on there. I'm going to trim it just a little because I don't want them that long. I want them not to be the same length, but I don't want it that long. There we go. Okay. I probably took off maybe a half an inch or less. But anyways, there's his scarf. So he's looking pretty good. What do y'all think? Look good? Okay. So now, here's the things with the arms. I asked Grandpa why I took my kids to class to go on a scavenger hunt and find some sticks. I should explain to him exactly how they should have looked. But that's okay, because this is awesome. Because they don't look like we would normally pick the stick, you know, with the 3 or 4 prongs on the top. So what we're going to do, we're going to make our own. These are perfect sticks. I just break it to my length I like. Take a little piece off of the top of another one. Here you go. And we're just going to break it. Grandpa did very good. He found some very good sticks. And we're going to make our own little, so I'll say paws. I'm thinking of my little creatures I'm making little paws. Well, technically, those are all paws. But these are little arms. And we're just going to rig it to where we got our little hands. Come on. Thank you. I didn't want to stay. So just put it there and hold it for a few seconds. Add 3, 4 pieces, whatever you want. You want to make it look like it has 5 fingers. Add 5. It's totally your creation, okay? So, I know this isn't on. You know, I gotta get a drink of water, guys. I'm sorry. Good water. Give me good water. We're almost done, guys. Okay. Thank you. So, what to do with my stick? I set my stick down. I lost my I truly lost my hand. Oh yeah, this is a good day. Okay.
Tammy says look good.
Thank you, Tammy. So anyways, I actually did lose. Oh, I caught it. My hand was trying to get away. So this one only has 3. Go ahead, 2. Go ahead and give it 3. And you can do the exact same thing. You're just going to pick off another piece of stick. Break it off. Add a wee bit of glue. And even, here's the thing. Even if it is a little more glue than what you think. 1, get it to hold. 2, that excess part of the glue we'll kind of make it look like it has more of a full hand right in here, I noticed. So you just study it and make your little hand. Here's the thing. We got to figure out where we want them. So I got one hand here made. I don't know if you guys see him. Let me lower you to where we put his hands, his arms. When you put his arms going down, or you can make it where he's going up, or he's waving. Why don't we make him waving? This is too long, so I'm going to go ahead and break it just a little. Now we're gonna, I have to have him face me, sorry guys. I'm gonna put it right about, I will just mark it right about there. Okay. Now the catch is it's very hard to glue wood to this and just make it stay. It wants to fall off. So what we're gonna do, take our glue gun, put it right there, and push in. See the little smoke? Add a little glue. Ah, don't break my hand. Add my arm right inside that hole. I made my hole a little too big, but that's okay. You just get that thing glue. Make it stay. When it's in there, all dried, and everything, I didn't mean to put that much glue though. When it's all dry and everything, okay. Come on, no, you can stay up. Okay, pull it back out. It doesn't want to stay. Add more glue on the arm part. Not a biggie. Because when you go into the hole, you're pulling that glue through, and then you're pushing it however the way you want it. Like I want it up, so I'm pushing it up. So it's actually going to seal to the bottom part of my snowman here. This excess, you take it off. When you let it dry, pull it off. Add a little paint if it tears the paint off. But let's get this arm to stay up. It is totally being stubborn. All right, come on, baby. Okay, so once we get this little guy to stay, we go for our next arm. And I think we'll go ahead and use this piece. Let me see. About the same length as you want your arm. Of course, you don't want some messed up arm. Ew, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this off just because I don't want that edge. Okay. Yep, I'm going to have to cut it right here. Or break it, not cut it. Okay, and there's my finger. Oh, excuse me. My allergies are kicking my butt, let me tell you. Okay, we'll go ahead and add our fingers. Let's see how I want my fingers. I'm going to put this where his other hand is kind of down. Because that's the way this is. I mean, it looks perfect. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add me some fingers. Once again, if you got 3 on one, you probably want 3 on the other. So let's go ahead and add my little fingers. Okay. I'm just trying to make it stay at an angle. Oops, it didn't want to stay this time. So we're just going to do it again. And make it stay. There we go. Whoops, this one. I can get a hold of it, huh? This one's a little shorter than I wanted. Well, I normally do. So I got 3 there. I could have brought it down before I broke it. Make 3, but that's okay. No, that one won't work. Okay, but that's okay because you get another stick. I mean, the diamond dozen right now. You go outside and pick them off the ground, off the tree, and make another one. So we're going to do that. And go ahead and add the extra one to our hand. Here's my hand. Put it right back. The reason why I couldn't use that one is I realized it matches. It was all the same size. So it would kind of defeat my purpose. Get that to stay. I know this one's a little shorter, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and add our third one right about here. I guess it would help if I picked the third one first. Ah, here we go. We'll take this one. And we'll go ahead and add more glue because that knocked it off. And make sure it's on there. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little thickness right through here. Nope, come back. Okay, there's my hand. If you want the middle finger to be a little longer than what it is, just go ahead and add a little piece of a stick on top of that one and it will give you that extra length. So it's okay to add that. I think I will actually use, yep, that one's perfect. You're just judging yourself and you're building your fingers, just like you would if you're sculpting or building a designing of something. Okay, so with my finger, I can see that working, just not in that form. There we go. There's my hand. So now I'm going to put my hand, pull my scarf back. You want to try to line up your hands as best you can, of course. So go from here. I'm just going to kind of guide across and judge a little. And hopefully I get it somewhat right. I put a little mark there because you got to do the same thing with this one as the other one. Whoops, get my scarf out of the way. You could do your hands before you do your scarf. Once again, I'm going to burn into it. It didn't want me to burn it. Okay, burn into it. Take my hand, place it the way I want. Boy, that's really smoky, huh? Get in there. It's not going to set the way I want it, but I kind of like it like that. I'm going to put it that way. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and add extra glue on this one. And then pull it out, making it stay. All I'm doing is trying to position it the way I want it and not the way the wood thinks it should go or the material thinks it should go. So I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds here, get it to stay. And you can always just put your little scarf back down. Once again, that little hole, if it's too big, add your glue, paint over it, it's okay. Or cover it. Now can I let go? Yeah, I can let go. Okay, now I got all this extra strings. Oh no, I should have waited. Oh no, I'm still good. Okay, there we go. So, all snowman is 99% done. Can you guys see him? All in all. The very last step, and this step is totally up to you. What I did, because I don't have the type of snow I want, I mean, you can get it at the Dollar Tree, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure they will have it by now. I haven't been there in the last couple of days. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some stuffing around the bottom, like fake snow. That way he just kind of looks like he's a snowman. Kind of like this one. But that one I cut. And then once I get the snow, once I find it in the store and able to get it, I will go ahead and maybe sprinkle some on it so it just has that little extra glow to it. So all you're going to do is real simple. You're just going to throw your glue. Just throw it on there. And take this and stuff it right underneath the snowman. And you're building your snow. It doesn't have to be perfect because snow is definitely not perfect. Quite beautiful, not perfect. Okay. Every snowflake is different. So every part of this is okay if it's different. Go ahead, add your glue. Stuff it in there. Make it stay. Now if you want, you can cut it or tuck it. Make it your way. This is our last step here, folks. I don't know how long we've been doing this. I really wanted to show you how to do the candle as well. Not the candle, I'm sorry. The little lantern. But I guess maybe we've been on long enough. You guys got stuff you got to do, I know. All right, we're just going to finish him. And we can make a light on another time. I actually had it out in case there was a big, break in between making something dry, having something dry. So I'm just going to stuff that right in there, tap it in there, and fill this area. There we go. I missed a little spot. Don't worry about missing. Go back, add glue, tap it. You got it. And turn it. I will show you the final result here in a second. Come on. My good glue gun is saying, please go to the store, buy my glue sticks so you can use me. Because I hate this one. My other one was a joke. It worn out. I used it for years, so I got good use out of it. Can't complain. Oh, there's a glue stick. So I cannot complain. My only complaint is finally died on me the last tutorial. Just like my scissors. So that means I really need to get out and do some shopping. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to add last step here. And if you want, if there's any little places that you want to be more, please add it. There's no limitation to this except for your own imagination. So we just get it all in there the best that we can, as much as we want. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that there. And we built a snowman. I hope you guys can all see this. It's just a swag, honey. It's okay. It fell. So, what do you guys think? He's all done. The bottom up. What do you guys think?
Well, Johnny said, add a stick across fingers that joint like cross will make stronger and stay in place. Looks real good. Tammy said, not even an hour, almost 59 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then we do have enough time to do a little creation if you want it. It hasn't been an hour. But it's up to you guys. What do you think? Do the little thing or wait until next time? Either way, it's good with me. So, all snowmans are done. We got 2 here. 2 little twins. Almost twins, anyways. Hello, Miss Mellon. Miss Mellon finally learned how to venture out of her room. And now she has to learn that this is my desk, not hers. Because that's not allowed. Yeah, huh? Oh, but the only problem is with that, the chair I'm sitting on actually was her chair at her other owner that we got her from.
Tammy said, looks good, whatever you want.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and push these guys aside. And hopefully Miss Mellon will decide that, oh, it's okay. Where is she? Oh, you want down, see? Go ahead. There you go. That seat you can be on. This is mine. Not allowed to be around my things. Not this. It's a safety thing, yeah, for you and people. So if anybody wants something and they buy something, I do have cats.
I want to see it and just join, so we'll have to watch later.
Oh, okay, no problem. Well, I hope that you enjoyed it, and when you watch the replay, I hope you enjoy and make your own. And post pictures on our site, guys. Let me see your creations. If you make one, I'd love to see them. Let me get these guys out of the way. Okay, what these are is from the Dollar Tree. They are the little lanterns that people have been talking about and making things out of. And what the first thing you gotta do is take off the tag. Let me see if I can even find it. Oh, never seen one done that way, but okay. They want to make sure no one steals it, huh? Okay. There we go. First thing you gotta do is take off the piece that is holding the wire. So this is actually for me kind of awkward because the way they put it on there. Okay, so all you gotta do is take this off. You can reuse this wire, and this wire is just pretty good wire actually. Okay, now what you want to do is carefully, and hopefully I don't break it because I only got one, and if I do, well, we'll piece it together and show you how to do it anyways.
Johnny said it proves your crafts are the cat's meow.
Thank you, Johnny. I'm glad everybody was able to join me. You get it to break apart. There was little things holding it, little hooks holding them. And what we're trying to do is get those to unhook. So we can just snap them back in. And if they break, don't panic. Hot glue gun does amazing things. And nobody knows the difference but you. Especially if it's your own project. I mean, if you're selling something, of course you want to do the best you can. Here we go. Alrighty. It's being totally stubborn. But I wanted to show you guys, it does take a lot to get them. Some of them apart. My other one, no problem. This one's stubborn. Okay. I'm going to see if this will just let me spread this here. Oh my goodness. I haven't never had one do this. It figures, and it's the only one I got left to make one out of. To show anybody. Come on. Oh, well, if it breaks, we'll pretend it didn't. I'll put it together, show everybody how to do it. And then make another one. Holy moly. Really, guys, these come apart pretty easy. This literally is the hardest one I've ever came across. Very well made. Your phone's right there if that's what you needed, Grandpa.
Charlene said it's because we are watching.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, brilliant. Let's try butter knife. Okay. It broke, but that's okay. It's mine. I won't sell it, that's for sure. I cannot believe this. Every other one, literally, which in less than a minute, they're all apart. There, gosh. It didn't want to be designed, that's all I can say. Try the other side. What's funny is they come apart usually easy. Okay, here we go. And they go back together quite easily. Now watch this one be stubborn, right? Okay, so you just take the pieces apart, and they come in literally all kinds of pieces. Okay, you want your bottom piece, and I am going to grab this spool because it has all my little creatures in it. All kinds of little things. And I actually had, I got a pair. So, I don't know. All kinds of stuff. You can put bells, anything in there. So it's between the two. I don't care for that one. I had little horses. And that's what I was looking for, is my little horse. And I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to find. See? They look like this, guys, when you find them, okay? They're all little snowman noses. If you don't want to draw them, you don't have to. And it looks like this probably, I don't know, maybe Walmart. Honestly, I don't know. But just little, and they just stick in. That would be pretty cool. I'll use this on my next one and then post a photo of it. We are going to go ahead and use, oh, I just found your Christmas violin things in here. Okay, I'm not going to find I can't find my horsey. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. This one's broke. That's right. So basically what you want to do is go ahead. I should have had this stuff out. I apologize. Here we go. I have little people. Oh, in by the Christmas tree, there's those itty bitty people. Oh, and they thought about it ahead of me. Thank you. They're probably too big, and they are so small. Let's just see. Okay, they really are too big, and they are the littlest things. Look at that. But what you could do, and we're going to see. Just like we did with the snowman, I'm going to break this little tiny, or not, yeah, the balls on the snowman. I'm going to break this little tiny thing out because I really wanted to do one with the little people. That was the whole point of them. It broke the whole bottom, but that's okay. Pretend it's not broken, guys, because this one will just go in the garbage. Oh, little tiny piece there. I just wanted to make it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now, what you got to do when you put something in here, guys, it just makes sure that you can close the lid, okay? So you want to be able to get that lid to close, and you can glue it. On some of them, I added little green reeds, or you can add the little balls that drive people crazy because they go everywhere. Get that out of the way. Which I'm going to actually grab one. They are, right now, I have them all in this little container. Okay, so we're going to make this little guy work for us. And what you do, you saw how hard it was to take it apart. Let me bring you guys down. Normally, really, they're not that hard to come apart. Like I said, that's actually my first one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use it anyways. And since I cannot put the stuff, I'm trying to move my thing, guys, sorry. My cord was wrapped around my leg. Okay. Get that up there. There we go. We'll go ahead and add glue here. Once again, it's just a hot glue gun. Not the best. But I'm going to put it right over where I broke it. And then nobody will know. Except for I just told everybody, huh? Okay. So my little people are in there. And I want some of the little balls, just because I think it's kind of cool to have snow and I don't have the other kind of snow. So I'm just going to add a few little pieces. Granted, the other type of snow, guys, if you find it at the Dollar Tree, I'm sure Hobby Lobby and stuff like that has them too. Awesome. It looks like glitter, but it's little snowflakes. So you put them in there. Okay. Your next step is find the lid. Here's my lid. You just put your lid back on there. You can glue some of the balls on the bottom so it stays, or add green ray if you like. So if you wanted to do that, what you would do is not put your balls in there yet. Add a little bit of glue. Just make it fall in there. Don't have to really be very specific about any of it. Just add some hot glue. Then take your little balls and do that. Stuff them. Okay, in the back, just stuff it. You grab some that fell. And we'll just add a little bit all the way around the little people. I don't think I will throw this away. I remember these little people belonged to my mama and she passed. That's where I got them from. I won't throw them. I'll keep it. Even though it's broken, it'll be mine. I'll set it by my mama's little grave for Christmas. Okay, now what you're going to do is once you get that in, guys, what I did is I add a little bit of glue just because I want it to stay. And you push it right on there and just hold it for a second. That looks pretty good. Except for, I'm going to put that one towards the back because there's a scrape on the inside. There we go. So we got it in there. Oh, good, that was on the outside. Okay. And we got little snow. Yay. Now we got to put it back together. Add your piece. I don't know if you see it, but there's a ridge on this here. And this one don't. Put the ridge towards the bottom. He said, in my opinion, put it towards the bottom. Then you put it together and you think front. Little knob goes in the back. So go ahead and put the front, slide it in here. I'm sorry, guys. Slide it in. Oops, get up there. This piece here. See, I got this thing jumping on my screen, so I can't tell if you guys can see me. But this here doesn't go where everybody thinks it's going to go. It's been a pain. So I want the edges down. Here we go. It's going to give me problems because it gave me problems taking it off. I actually, you know what, I remember this last time. I'm going to add a little bit of glue because I want it to stay here. And I don't want it moving. I will clean off the little excess from the scraping and just get it to stay. Because you do want it to stay just like it's supposed to. They can be stubborn, guys, so you just got to be patient with it. Okay, add a little bit of glue. Push that sucker back down. Come on. No. Yep, there we go. And see if it'll stay for me. It may not, and then it may. I kind of think when they make these, this here is slightly too small. And the machine does it, I'm sure, so. But they're really nice, though. Actually, it's pretty good quality, too. I mean, it broke because I kept forcing it, not because it was a bad design. Okay, so I'll go ahead and work with that. This here, I want my front, that's my back, good thing I looked. You want to slide it back in where it goes. He actually goes, hold that dot, guys. I found where I broke it. I am going to take advantage of this time here. A little bit of glue there. Nice and push. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is slide him right back in to this little hoop. I swear this thing's giving me problems. Okay, well, I have to glue it later then. And get it to go right back. Oh, I know why it ain't going to work. Come on, get up there. We're going to work. Remember the bottom part that snapped? Well, this little piece goes in that little hole, and it holds it. But since my bottom piece snapped, and I don't have that in there anymore, and I just set my little man way on the bottom, I cut that piece off. I'm going to cut this little piece down. Normally you don't have to do this. I swear, normally you don't. But since this one started breaking die on me, you do. Okay, all you got to do is slide it back in there. See? Perfect. I knew it would if I just did that. Slide it back in there. Catch that little hole. Take your backing. Go ahead and get it to slide. I may have to cut that part off the back too. I didn't see that piece. Let's see if I filled that part up. And I did. I can't believe this is messing up so badly on me. And I was looking forward to doing this one. Oops, I wonder. There we go. Okay. Normally you don't have to do this. So I will do another one on another tutorial. But we're going to finish this one just because I'm not going to let it get the better of me. And I will show you guys that it really can be done easily without breaking it. Like I said, this is the first one I actually did break. So you put it back together, front and back. Okay, and you got, remember those little snaps? It's going to snap. Okay, here we go. Get it to snap. Line it up. Oh, my apologies. I got little snowflakes in my nose. Okay, come on, baby. Get back over there. And get them to snap. Come on. My little piece fell down. I'll just move it around, make it go back up. There we go. Okay, and snap. There we go. About time. Now, you see this piece here? This is actually supposed to be where that little crack is here. And it just pushes in there. But, like I said, because mine broke, I highly doubt it's going to do that. Nope, it's not. But I'm not going to force it to anymore. I'm just going to show you guys what it does. Because it really just, the whole thing, I will take it apart and put my mama's thing in a different one. Because, yeah, this is not cool. But anyways, then what you do from here is you go ahead, pretend it's not broken. I cannot believe it did that. If these are coming apart, guys, feel free to add a little bit of glue. Push those suckers down. Get rid of the excess. Go ahead and put your wire back on. Okay. I think I'll put it right about there. And then loop it down. Go ahead and put your wire right back into where they're supposed to go. And then we'll just loop that down. And you got your little lantern. And at this point, we're basically done, despite the fact that I broke a million times over and my allergies are killing me. You're done. You can decorate this if you want and do it however you want it to work. but they're really not that hard. And if this one wasn't stubborn, it would have took 5 minutes to do. So anyways, have fun making them, decorate them, however you want them to look. Add little Christmas gifts inside of them. They got little trees, all kinds of little things you can get, and have fun with it. And I hope you enjoyed today building all snowmen. We grabbed the right one here. Building the snowman. And remember, enjoy your day, your family, and be blessed. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Okay, is it going to let me in? How come it won't? Bye, guys. Bye. I don't know what's going on.